What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're using what might end up being the best player that comes out today. It's this freaking Chris Webber card. He's scarily good. He's better on next gen than current gen, and we are on current gen right now. But man, this Chris Webber card, I'm telling you, there are good cards, and then there's this Webber. Like the Webber card on next gen, especially with the gold coming with like gold blinders, he could be better than that Kobe card. On current gen, I've kind of messed around with him a little bit, got used to his release. I will go back in it and say Kobe's probably better than him on current gen, but on next gen, yeah, I reckon I give Webber the advantage. But before we get on to his stats and just showing off the gameplay and stuff, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to 245,000 subs by the end of the day. Right now we're actually less than 200 away right now, which is crazy. Huge thank you guys for all the support in the channel recently. And again, huge thank you guys for all the support just in everywhere. Like, we're currently averaging like nearly 3,000 viewers the last like 15 Twitch streams. I think we've peaked at, like, the least we've peaked at over the last like month is like 2,700, which is crazy. So yeah, huge thank you guys for all the support just recently on everything. But Chris Webber, he's a 6'10" point guard. Yeah, that's kind of... Or, sorry, no, he's a 6'9". Why did I think he was 6'10"? He's 6'9", so he's the same height as Magic Johnson. He's got 34 gold, 32 hops. You got catch and shoot, corner specialist, difficult shots, acrobat, relentless finisher, post spin ignition, putback boss, flashy passer, break starter, lob city passer, dimer, chase down artist, box, hard crusher, intimidator, rebound chaser, pogo stick. Also got half showtime as well, half bailout, half downhill, half quick first step. He's also got a lot of great gold badges. Gold clamps, gold interceptor. And again, his player build is huge, so gold clamps is going to feel like half clamps on him. You got gold deep hooks as well, gold unpluckable, gold range extender, and gold steady, which is gold blinders on next gen. Got an unbelievable post hook and post fadeaway. Like, look at these stats. He literally, he's like above 90 in everything, pretty much, that matters. And he's just scarily good. So I just want to check, is he a buyout? Is he a buyout right now? If he's a buyout, that could be crazy. Like, I know obviously there's a 247k bid, but like, he's not going to go for that. Okay, I thought like he might end up being a buyout. Like, there is potential for that. There is actually potential that he ends up being a buyout, which is just crazy for me, because he's a 6'9" point guard with the stats of like Wes Unseld. Like, he can't curry on either gen, and like that's the problem with the card, I guess. That's what some people are going to say is the problem with him. But like, hot zones, none on the wings, which again, it does affect him on current gen, but he does have the corner and he does have the top. His release is so good. I know I'm struggling right now, but this is the Kemba Walker base. I'm telling you, he was chicken man. Like, he was able to green. If you knew his release, he was greening everything. Unfortunately, I was not an avid Chris Webber user back in the day. And again, from these spots right here on current gen, it's a little bit of a problem, because again, hot zones do matter quite a lot. They don't matter much on next gen, not gonna lie. But if you're on current gen, I mean, you can still score from the middle, which is obviously the most important spot for a point guard to be able to shoot from. But you're not gonna want to use him as your primary option. You're gonna want to use him as someone that can catch, shoot, and look, just with his player build, he's gonna be that elite tier defender. And yeah, he's just gonna be an incredible dunker, rebounder. And another big thing, he can just post cheese. He can post cheese. The guy has got a 94 post hook and fadeaway. So him at that point guard position, he's also got the drop step. So if you're trying to play too much on the post hooks, he can drop step you. Like, if you know what you're doing in the post, he's got the post spin as well. Like, I'm telling you, if you know what you're doing with this guy, he's like borderline not borderline unstoppable, but your opponent has to know what they're doing in post defense. Like, you will score on the AI every single time. Like, you can just post hook on the AI. But like, if your opponent starts to like play on ball, or they start to play on ball in that one, you can play in the post. You can use Webber like Webber is meant to be used as a post player, except this is a 6'9" point guy that can do it, so you can put a bunch of tall shooters around him. He doesn't get a fast explosive, to be honest. Like, that is quite a slow explosive. Can't lie. But again, the burst is a thing. So his dribble sigs, not a great between the legs. His behind the back's alright. But his overall game or dribbling's alright. He's too heavy to do the Curry escape. Or not even the Curry escape. He's too heavy to do any sort of pro escape. But again, not the biggest deal in the world, because the way this guy can be used, like, he's essentially a center at that point guard position. And he's basically a really good post scorer at the point guard position. So if you're a pro-am guy and you play on the post scorer builds, like, having that, like, it can be one of the most cheese tactics in the game. Like, if you 5 out with Webber and literally just ISO ball, like, if you go and 5 out with him and you can basically just, you can go by people with the burst, you can do what you want, you can quick stop into jump shots because he's got a really, really good release if needed. And as well as that, once you get to this spot right here, your opponent better know what they're doing, otherwise it's basically a score every single time Webber. Yes, he doesn't have half range, but, like, I mean, you're not going to be using Webber to, like, 3-hunt with his hot zones, especially on current gen. And next gen Webber's just going to be a god, but especially on current gen, you're really going to be using Webber as that. There are certain niches where he's the best in the game. Like, remember the Magic Johnson? He's like a way better that's the best way to describe him. He's a way better version of Magic Johnson's Galaxy Opal. So anyway, now it's Grade 3, and come on, now let's get on to the game. So, like, again, him versus, I think Grant Hill is just objectively the best of the point guards. But him versus Kobe all comes down to what you want from a point guard. Like, he's just he's better Magic. So if you were enjoying, like, if you had a lot of success with Magic on current gen, you're going to have an awful lot of success with Webber, because, well, Magic, the best way you could use Magic was that interior point guard, the post point. If you're using Magic in another way, you weren't using him as effectively as possible because the guy couldn't run. But yeah, so put him near our point guard. And we've got Wilt and we have got D-Rob surrounding him. So he should be able to just go out there and absolutely just destroy people, because, well, the card is ridiculously good. So yeah, I think that's probably what he's going to be able to do. But let's see what we're up against. So he's matching up to Zion or Vince. Probably Vince. I have hope it's Zion so that I can actually show off the old post game, because, to be fair, Vince isn't the worst post defender in the game, but Zion is a pretty good one. And he's matching up to Vince. Chase down, chase down. Oh, he knocked that one down. Thought he full barred that. Again, we've got to that spot here. He sent the double. We've a wide open pass to Wilt, who shoots the 3. Can't hit it, but we still got that board there from Chris Webber. Is swatted by Zion. Okay, that's really good defense there. But that's exactly it. Like, they're going to have to send those double teams once he gets into that post. So I have absolutely no problem with that. That's a nice thing there by Webber off the steal from Wilt Chamberlain. I have no problem passing out, because it's one thing that Chris Webber is going to be very, very much. He's going to be very, very much needed for. Like, you're going to have to pass with him. That's where his some of his best things are, is the fact that he has to draw a double team. Like, there's very few players in the game where you have to draw double teams with, but, like, this guy's on balling, thankfully, so he's kind of stopping me getting into my spots. And now he's on balling that. Oh, he got blessed. He got blessed with that animation. All right, this guy's on balling. Thankfully for him, he's on balling. If he wasn't on balling, if he tried to off ball me, which he's doing right here, I'm just gonna post hook him and score every single possession. Like, if you want to off ball me, I'll score every single time on you. I will score every time on you if you want to off ball me. Good defense. Let's go to Webber. Oh, he's waiting way too far back. Decent release. Good shot there by Chris Webber. And look at that playmaking takeover. Man, like, I'm telling you, he passes the ball. If they send a double team, he's getting an assist every time with that takeover. Like, if he... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, drawing 2 of them. Let's go, Chris Webber. All right, he's literally drawn... He has 7 of our 9 points. Yeah, but he's still drawing 2 players every single time he does anything. It's a bad shot. Maybe not. There are still a lot of shots that are good shots on current gen, bad shots on next gen that I don't even realize. You gonna off ball me? Are you seriously gonna off ball me when I can just... I missed. That's my fault. I obviously didn't center that one. Unless, of course, they nerfed post hooking, which I doubt. Quick stop, green that. Or Mr. White, that works as well. Okay, come on. Let's just get the ball into Webber's hands. Let's just end this one quickly. Back down, back down. Back down, let's drop step this guy. Oh, play takeover into the corner. That's good. Come on. On, you really think I'm not making that pass? I know it was only a 2, but you really think I'm not making it? We're there. You're gonna have to do something. He hits that. All right. That's fine. Literally, Wilt wouldn't inbound the ball, so I spammed, and then we threw it out of bounds to him. Oh, this Xbox delay is so bad. Like, there's literally, like, it's not the Xbox delay. I'm telling you, it doesn't exist when you're playing current gen on the next gen consoles. I will say that much. We've blown by him to the basket. Oh, let's go, Webber. He's out here looking like it's next gen with that contact dunk. And that's just bad by me. Alright, we can't lose this game for this guy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. See what way he wants to play defense? And by defense, it's spam square. Okay, come on. Okay, he's on balling. He's on balling now. He's on balling. And we drop step him right to the basket with the dunk. There we go. And the fact is that this is like a 2 guard that's on him. So it's even taller. Like, if you've got 6'3" point guard, it's GG's. It's GG's. The era of the 6'3" point guard is over. I'm sorry, it's over. Like, oh, that's good defense. He read me like a book right there. And please no. Not it. That's a late. That's not even in. That's cold ring and not even in the zone. Oh well, it is what it is. It's current gen. Nope. Okay, we're good. Hey, he's on balling. He's on balling here. Oh yeah, we can drop something here. We can drop something here. Oh, nice. Great defense by him. All right, his timing was very good right there. And he just goes and gets the dunk. That's just being outplayed, honestly. Honestly, it's just being outplayed. But, yeah, so Webber, just from playing around with him, on next gen, he's just going to be the best. But he's that better Magic Johnson. He is. Like, there's a lot of things that, again, those cold zones are a bit of a problem on next gen. I will say that. Those cold zones are a bit of a problem. And steady, obviously, you'd rather not have it than have it, but it's not. Like, if you're greening, you're greening. If you're like me, because I'm not entirely sure he is flexible. If you're like me and you can't green to save your life, and no, he does it flexible. I just really must suck. But steady makes a difference if you're like me and you can't green to save your life. If you actually can green and you're even good with timing, then you're fine. You're fine. You don't need to worry about steady then. You don't need to worry at all about steady, but for me, as someone who can't green to save my life, it is a problem. But yeah, so Chris Webber is elite. He really is elite. It'll take a certain type of player to get the best out of him. It really will. Like, you gotta use him in certain situations, and in some situations he's the best. Like, he's the best post-scoring point guard in the game. Like, 6'9", wide player build. He's one of the best defensive point guards in the game. He's not as good as Grant Hill. He's different to Kobe. I'm going to say on this gen, he is, if you want a player to be your primary scorer, take Kobe. If you want a better defender, wider player build, and if in doubt, you can dump the ball into him for a guaranteed 2 points, and you're playing him alongside like a Tracy McGrady or heck, even like just anyone that's your primary. If your 2 guards your primary ball handler, Webber's better. If you're wanting your point guard to run your offense through, Kobe's better. But I think Grant Hill's good. That is better than both. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Really, really good card though. And obviously I didn't get to showcase him off the best because my opponent kind of knew what he was doing, but there are a lot of situations where where Chris Webber can be a borderline unstoppable force. And I'm not a good post scorer. Like, as much as I do like mess around with post hooks, I'm not good in the post. Like, if you go and look at the guys who are good in the post, I have a feeling if you are like a pro-am post scorer, like, remember last year when Wade brought in all of the pro-am point guards into the game because he was like a pro-am point guard. This is like a god tier. This is like a pro-am. It's a pro-am post scorer who also is a point guard. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.